salt on the skin, sand in the ute. Moon on the water and the speakers on brute. Mad Mick by the shoreline, no shoes, no plan. Just a warm night rolling and a drink in the hand. Got salt in the blood and a tide in my chest. Live by the beach, make this life its best. Sun goes down, let the rhythm run free. Barefoot living by the edge of the sea. Salt in the blood, blue fire in the dark. Driftwood burning and a spark after spark. No city rush, no suit on me, just bass. Good mates in the coral sea. Wake to the gulls and the light through the blind. Board on the roof and no clock on my mind. Coffee on the step while the nor'easter blows. Watching little white lines where the clean swell rolls. Loopy's got sand in every bloody seam. Tackle box rattling with a half-built dream. Chuck a line off the rocks as the sunrise cracks. Come home sunburnt with a feed in the back. Kids in the shallows, dogs in the foam. That salty little strip feels more like home. I'm down where the wind drowns out all the noise. Just thongs by the door and a couple good boys. When the day runs hot and the head gets loud, I walk to the water and disappear from the crowd. Pull it up, let the low end breathe. Palm leaves moving in the warm night breeze. Hands in the air where the moonlight gleams. We're living half awake inside coastal dreams. Got salt in the blood and the tide in my chest. Live by the beach, make this life its best. Sun goes down, let the rhythm run free. Barefoot living by the edge of the sea. Blue fire in the dark, driftwood burning and a spark after spark. No city rush, no suit on me, just bass. Good mates in the coral sea. Afternoon storm puts steel in the sky. Warm rain hitting while the seabirds fly. Tin roof tapping like a dub percussion. Then thunder drops in with a deep bass concussion. By 6 it clears and the west turns gold. Everyone drifts where the beer stay cold. Speaker in the tray with the wires held tight. One dodgy connection but it runs all night. Laughter by the esky hat pushed back. Smoke in the air, fish cooking nearby. Stars coming out as the daylight dies. We talk about mates who got lost on the way. Say the names properly, let the silence stay. Then someone turns the rhythm up one more notch and grief starts moving when the kick drum drops. Hey, hey, hey. For the ones who left, for the ones still near. For the nights the ocean made the heart shit clear. One flame burns, one tide rolls, one beachside rhythm. For the battered souls. For the battered souls. Soundtrack rap with a salt crack grin. Sun on the neck and the tide rolling in. Rapping with the rhythm, I skip on the snare. Winding the words in the sea in the air. No VIP rope, no nightclub queue. Just a busted up speaker and an ocean view. Cadence cuts like a boat through chop. Quick little tongue while the bass line drops. From Bundy beaches down to Brissy Bays. Up through the capes where the blue water blazes. Cast at dawn and the drink at dusk. Reef on the breeze and the night air musk. I've slept through storms with the windows wide. Heard every bad thought get drowned by the tide. Still rough in the throat, still blunt when I speak. But calm comes cheap when the sea's down the street. So wheel that rhythm, let the shoreline spark. Mad Mick on the sand off the bloody dark. Left foot dragged through the cool wet sand. Right hand high with a can in the hand. Shoulders roll when the rim shot snaps. Moonlight flashing on the bottle top caps. No dance instructor, no staged up scene. Just locals moving where the tide runs clean. Escalade bouncing, headlights low. Warm bass sliding while the trade winds blow. Someone's in the shallows with their jeans rolled high. Someone's yelling lyrics of the southern sky. Someone lost a thong near the driftwood stack. Someone found it floating them through the bastard back. Melodica crying like a gull at dawn. Organ bubbles roll until the dark is gone. I brought every worry I couldn't explain. And so air loosen the links in the chain. Not claiming I'm healed, just free where the ocean feels real. Mick say, who loves sand? Mob say, we do. Mick say, who hates you? Mob say, too true. Mick say, where do we go when the head gets hard? Mob say, down to the beach and away from the yard. Pull up, pull up. Got salt in the blood and the tide in my chest. Live by the beach, made this life its best. Sun comes up but the rhythm runs free. Barefoot living by the edge of the sea. Salt in the blood, burst light in the dark. And they're still glowing with the spark after spark. No city rush, no suit on me, just bass. Good mates in the coral sea. Sunrise gold on the glassy blue. Sung on the floor and the night cut through. One last echo, one last sea breeze shot. Mad Mick by the water.